Good morning.
Are we gonna go with good morning?
Yeah. I think good morning's funny.
Dude, it's 8:30 p.m.
Okay, well, last time it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. So,
Good morning.
good morning. Welcome.
That was what a good cold open that was. That was fucking funny. Welcome to the podcast.
Lost in Louisville
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it.
for now.
Are we gonna change the name? I kind of like the name
No, I love the name. We're never changing it, but
because like the oh my god, well, the acronym is LIL. It's like
I
we're
know.
I don't know what we should call people who listen to our podcast, but they like could we call them like Lil Monsters like Lady Gaga does? I've thought about this a lot, by the way. We're gonna call them Lil Monsters, but like Lil something,
little somethings.
Lil Garbo.
We can't do that.
Why not?
We can't do that.
Little
we
garbage?
Can't. Okay,
Lil trash cans. I think it's funny.
something like that.
What is this show about?
Who are you?
Oh yeah, we
My
should
name's-
say it.
My name is Cotton, and you're who?
Well, it's not though. Don't lie to them.
It's Cotton. I go by my middle name. God damn it.
My name is Bob. B-O-B. It's pretty simple. It's not my middle name though. It's also not my first name.
It's also not your name.
Well, it is. Well, okay, bitch.
See, there's a big difference. That's actually not your name. Cotton is legitimate.
Do you want me to go by my middle name? I won't, because I hate it. And it's spelled wrong.
It's spelled wrong.
Haven't I ever told you that?
No.
My middle name is Matthew, and it's spelled with one T instead of two. It's spelled wrong.
It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's spelled Matthew.
It's Matthew.
So not Matthew, Matthew.
Matthew.
Okay, we can't get too sidetracked. We just started. We're not that far in.
Hey, people don't even know what this is about yet.
I asked you what it was about, and you went on a rant.
Well, I went on, what's your name?
That's a rant. I would call that ranting.
No, I'll give you a rant. So this is a podcast about food.
It's a food
About-
podcast.
About local foods. Not
Local-
chains. Fuck the chains. I'm tired of hearing about chains. I want to find good places in the greater Louisville area.
Yeah, so like Louisville Metro.
Yeah,
Not just like the city limits or whatever.
we might venture out into Jeffersonville, Clarksville, places that aren't too far. We'll
didn't
come up
you-
with a radius.
Didn't you mention a place called like Red Yeti last
Red
time?
Yeti,
I don't even know
yeah.
what that is. That's in Indiana, right?
Yep, it is in Jeffersonville. It's on Spring Street, I think. It's not far at all. It's probably about as far away, maybe a little bit further than where we went today.
Well, okay. So the point of this podcast is to highlight local food places that you should try if you visit the city of Louisville, Kentucky.
Or if you live here.
Or if you live here. You know, if you live here, what's up? We also well, I live here. He doesn't. He's an invader, technically.
Yeah. I've always lived around Louisville.
You have lived around it. Never in it, though. Around it a lot.
Mhm.
Never in it, which is really weird to me.
I mean, this place sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's great. I would say it might be the best city in the state.
Maybe.
What are you going to argue is better than this city? Lexington? Fuck off.
Nah, bro. You ever been to Frankfurt?
I've actually never been to Frankfurt, so I can't really talk about it.
Georgetown?
Well, that sounds made up.
Versailles?
That's pronounced Versailles. Don't call it Versailles. Evan would strangle you. You know how mad he'd get right now if he heard you say that?
I just think it's funny.
It is funny.
It's just better to say Versailles.
Well, I think
'Cause that
that's
makes you
actually
sound
how
like
they
you're from
say it.
Kentucky. It is. It is. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that they say everyone from Versailles calls it Versailles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just how they say it, which means that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Like that's how it's actually pronounced, because that's how that works. Like,
Like it's Louisville, not Louisville.
yeah, if you call it Louisville and you don't live here, fuck off. It's not Louisville, and that's not how you say it.
Not at all.
No one who lives here calls it Louisville,
put
except for
some-
one guy. I know one dude who says Louisville, and
Is
you
he
know him
from
too.
here?
He was born here. He calls it Louisville. I want to strangle him. You know who I'm talking about.
Who?
You know, guy lives in my attic. Yeah, bro, he
Are you
says
serious?
Louisville. Have you never heard him say the city?
No.
Yeah, he says Louisville. It's awful. It's wrong. Incorrect.
Fix yourself. You got to put some like throat into it. It's Louisville.
It's Louisville. No one says Louisville.
No.
My dad is a fan of the University of Louisville's basketball team and football team. He says
You
Louisville.
might get like a Lawville every now and again.
Well, yeah,
and
but that's just some southern
acceptable.
twang coming
Exactly.
in. Like, it's fine.
Even they understand it's Louisville.
Yeah, it's Louisville. No one calls it Louisville. It may be named after King Louis XIV of France, but no one says Louis.
No.
If you call it Louisville,
You're
leave.
really wrong.
Get out.
You're not
Like,
from
you're
this
not-
country.
They don't let you on this side of the Mississippi. I think they throw you over the other side when they find out.
Where were we at when describing this? What? In the greater Louisville area. We are going to go to these places. But
Yeah.
not just, there's a double meaning to the word lost in our name here.
Oh,
the
yeah.
first being these are homegrown places that are just owned by the people that are making the food there, or, small places, not chain restaurants. The other lost comes from the fact that we don't know how to get there.
No,
And
we...
so we use what now, Bob? What years?
Well, hold on. What year is it? Well, it's 2022 right now, almost 2023. So here's the thing. I've lived here for almost 4 years. I don't know where anything is still. Like, besides what's directly around my house, I really don't know where stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy for me to get lost. I often get lost, unless I'm on campus, in which case it's easy.
It's one area.
Yeah, it's just one little part of the city. You've never lived here.
No.
You only ever come here to come to my house.
Right, so I know everything around your house.
But nothing outside of
Vaguely.
my house.
Vaguely. It's like every direction that I could possibly come from, so north or south, I know the things that extend off that one street I drive on.
Well, well, I'm not going to say that. So, instead of using Google Maps or Apple Maps or what is the other one, Waze or whatever, that fucking weird one that
I
people
don't know what the
download.
hell you're talking about.
Oh, it's a thing that someone in high school I knew used. Whatever. We used MapQuest because we're not trying to get lost. Well, we're kind of trying to get lost.
Kind of. That's how we find other places that are literally lost.
What was that place that we drove past on the way here? On the way back that we thought was funny? What is it, Gus's Fried Chicken or whatever?
I don't know, but we're going to find it again.
Yeah, we're going to look for it. See if we can find the name
It
and
was
try and eat
something-
there.
Golden chicken, fried chicken, and barbecue or something.
Looked like it was
I know
built in a
golden
church.
chicken and barbecue, I think.
Yeah.
It
That
looked
looked
like
tasty.
a colonial house.
It looked good.
It looks like something.
Okay.
It looks like content.
It does look like content. See, that's the thing. Even if the food is bad, we have content.
Exactly.
If the food is good, we also have content. We can talk about how good the food is.
And then we have a place to go to eat.
It's true.
Because I'm tired of fast food.
Yeah, me too. I mean, yeah, so here's another thing. Why should people care about our opinions on this local food?
Well,
And I think the answer for me is they shouldn't.
I think they
I'm-
definitely should for me.
Oh, you have a real reason?
Legitimate.
Okay, let me hear it.
Well, I work security at a casino, so I'm very highly qualified, and I'm just trying to secure your mouth. I'm trying to make sure that only good product makes its way inside, and, whatever else you decide to do with your mouth, like smoke cigarettes or anything like that, that's all on you. But when it comes to your food, I'm just here to help you.
Okay, well, that's pretty funny. I thought you weren't actually going to do that. You talked about doing it before the podcast because it was a bit, and that was very funny. So funny that I coughed. You shouldn't trust my palate when it comes to food. I'm a garbage man. Cotton can attest. I eat like trash.
Me too.
But here's the thing. Garbage man, not everything's garbage. Something's pretty good.
You may delve into the garbage like I do. I'll eat a Snickers off the floor of an Amazon.
Would you, wait, have you done that?
Oh, yeah.
You ate Snickers off the floor of Amazon?
Yeah.
One time, me and this kid in high school ate a peanut that we found under his seat. I don't know why we did that. I just thought that was a funny story.
Like on the bus?
No, like under his chair in school. Like we were in English class, high school. And he was like, "Hey, I found this almond on the ground. Do you want to split it?" And I was like, "Sure."
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Why not? But
I
that's
was a
why
weird
our
kid.
immune systems are so good. We never get sick. I never get sick.
So you never get sick. I don't get sick that often either, honestly.
I get some allergies around this time of year.
I have allergies really bad, but I'm allergic to grass. So like, I kind of can't not get
'Cause you play League
allergies.
of Legends. Touch grass, moron.
Okay, you also. That's a double insult. That also works on you. You also play League.
Yeah, but I'm not allergic to grass.
Well, okay, that's.
You play it more than I do.
I may play it more than you do, but that's because you leave your laptop in my house.
Don't DDoS me. Anyway,
Ugh.
but a trash man knows when something tastes good. I got you.
I have a wide range of food. Like I've eaten the garbage, but I've also eaten the good stuff. So I have a palate that knows the expanse of flavor. If that makes sense.
I got you. Do they? Maybe.
Probably not. That was kind of ridiculous. We kind of went on a rant. So yeah, we're just gonna go to local, non-chain places, try their food, tell you if it's worth it if you're visiting the city, or if you're local if there's some place like hole in the wall you've never heard of.
I'll let you know, we probably never heard of these places either.
Oh, for the place we went to today, we found it on accident.
Yeah, we were going to buy vapes at a vape shop.
And we drove past it.
And we were just ranting about God knows what. Then I pointed over to the pizza place and went, places like that, places like Iroquois Pizza, you don't hear about that shit.
Yeah.
You know? And so we were just like, fuck it, why not? Why don't we be the people who let people hear about those shits?
Well, don't call them shits. It could be bad, actually. I will say, warning to anyone listening who owns a restaurant, if your food is bad, we're not going to hold back. If you serve me slop,
I'm going to call it slop.
I'm going to call it slop, and I'm going to tell you that I don't like it.
If it tastes like dirty ass, it's going to be referred to as dirty ass.
Yeah, looks like dirty ass, smells like dirty ass.
It's dirty ass.
Well, it could be like something else. It could be like what's something that could taste like dirty? I don't know. A really bad hamburger. Probably tastes like dirty ass. So I think you should ask the question now. Now that they know the premise of this podcast.
All right. So did we get lost today, Bob?
Kinda. We sort of got lost. I will preface this. We kinda sort of got lost.
I'll take that as an answer.
Well, because we made it to where we were going.
We did.
So here's the other issue with using MapQuest. It doesn't update anything when you use it. So like,
it also doesn't inform you if roads are closed like they were today.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to.
Or anything like that. And God forbid you miss your turn.
God forbid. I thought you were going to miss that last one. I thought you were like, oh, this is a left on a Manslick. And I was like, I don't know if that's true. I didn't trust you.
I took that chance. And guess what?
We made it.
He was right.
We made it to the place. So today we went to, McCott mentioned earlier, Iroquois Pizza. Because it was the first place that we ever saw and went, fuck it, let's do a podcast about local food. Mm-hmm. So we're like, you know what? Our inaugural episode gets to be this place. But apparently this place doesn't give a fuck about us.
No, not at all.
Place doesn't give a damn if we want to record a podcast.
We did good. We did real good.
So
we followed those 6 instructions perfectly.
That's true. There were only 6 instructions. It's not that far.
3 pages.
Well, 3 pages, but one of them had 2 instructions on it and the other one was blank.
And we had to reroute ourselves because the first road we had to look at from the alley behind your house was closed.
Yep. Couldn't figure it out. So, yeah, this place doesn't give a damn about us. And the fact that we were using MapQuest didn't let us know that Iroquois Pizza is closed for 2 weeks due to an oven part problem. So we roll up at, 7:30?
Uh-huh. They close at 9.
Close at 9. We're like, oh, we have an hour and a half. That's plenty of time to go get pizza. We roll up, and I'm like, there's only one truck in this parking lot, and the lights in this place look like they're turned off.
And all I said was, nah, they're open. It said they're open. Because I looked yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that, to see their hours. Because it was like, man, I'm supposed to go over there on Sunday night to try and get this place. Well, they're closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah, we're recording this on a Saturday, which we normally wouldn't do because you work tonight.
And I worked yesterday.
So you're fucking tired.
Blows.
You have a pregnant girlfriend at home who I assume is beating you.
No.
Oh.
She's beating my brain. Honestly. Running me ragged. I've gotten into a habit whenever I come home. I walk in the room because she gets off at 3 o'clock in the morning. I get off at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. It's like a 5-hour difference.
Right. So she goes home. I get home. I go in there. I say, what's up, baby? I give her a kiss on the forehead. Then I go in the other room, into the kitchen. I do the dishes because there's generally dishes. She's pregnant and tired all the time. She just sleeps 1 hour, 32 hours. There's no in between. I go in there. I take care of the dishes. Just trying to make, clean house is a happy house, happy girlfriend, happy me, good to go. If she doesn't have to deal with something, I'm perfectly fine with doing it. Makes her happy, makes me happy. Plus, it lets me wind down after work. I go in there, I do the dishes. We have a small ass fucking garbage can. Like, you put a regular trash bag in there, it's full within like a day, and you may have put one thing in it. God damn it! Like,
oh my god,
it's incredibly small. So I generally have to take the trash out like at least every other day. So I'll take the trash out.
That's kind of ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
We live in a house with 4 people. Well, I live in a house with 4 people. Sorry.
Right.
We don't take the trash out that often.
Dude, I'm telling you, the trash can is like not even a foot wide.
That's absurd.
And it's like 2.5 feet tall. It's small as shit. So it gets full quick. It's not like you can shove a lot of shit in there. So I get to take care of all that. And then I go finally change my work clothes. Then I'm like, what do you want to eat? She never knows. So I don't know why I ask. But I ask.
It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought. Because maybe she'll know one time. Then I go and then I cook dinner. And we get done cooking dinner. Bring it in there. We eat. Pass the fuck out. Sometimes. Sometimes we have to stay up for hours. But yeah, I'm always tired mentally. But you know what? I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Ripping and roaring it. 9
I was ready
p.m.
to eat pizza at 7:30.
I was also ready to eat pizza. So then we're sitting in the parking lot, and I'm like, okay, well, what do? We don't have an episode. We could record a podcast about Iroquois Pizza and just not eat it, because that's kind of funny.
But I was like, we can't start this podcast out with a meme episode of, oh, we went to the place wasn't available. Now let's just rip on it for 15 minutes, and then that's the episode.
No, we can't do that. We have to have an actual episode.
People have to experience what this actually is.
Yeah.
But it's even funnier because we went to leave your house, and I grabbed the doorknob.
Oh my God.
I grabbed the door to leave, and the doorknob just comes off in my hand.
It's been broken for a while. I keep fixing it myself. I need my landlord to repair it. He hasn't done it.
I had opened that door 2 times since I had been here, and it had not done that. When we go to leave to go to Iroquois Pizza, I ripped the doorknob off of the fucking door, and I turn to you and I say, this is what this podcast is going to be like. Then we go to leave, use the instructions, go the right way out of the alley, road's closed. Rest of the instructions, perfect. Get to Iroquois Pizza's closed for 2 weeks. That sums it up.
Yeah, we got fucked.
The doorknob, me saying that about the doorknob, exactly right.
And also, you got scared by that skeleton behind my house.
It wasn't even there when we went to leave.
What? No, it was. It was definitely there when we went to leave. I saw it. I looked at it.
Well, it wasn't there when we got back.
Oh, well, that might be fair. I have no idea how long we were gone.
Not that long.
So then we were kind of freaking out because we didn't have an episode. So Cotton just started I think you just looked up restaurants on Google Maps.
I just clicked the restaurants tab on Google Maps.
Trying to find a place that was not absolute garbage or that far.
I would have driven 15, 20 minutes if I had.
Yeah, but we don't have the time for that. You have to go to work.
Yeah, we didn't. So it's fine.
It's true, we didn't. Well, the thing is, we could see this other place from where we were sitting.
Pretty much.
So you wanna reveal where we went to? Because I don't actually remember the name of this restaurant. And you were just looking at it.
That's what I was just looking at. Went to a place called. We've talked about Iroquois Pizza so much that I remember that name. I wouldn't remember it otherwise.
Well, because it was supposed to be the first episode, but
Right.
then they fucked us.
Right. So China Coast, welcome to the first episode.
You'll be the replacement because you were nearby and open and not closing soon.
Within spitting distance.
Quite literally, we could see the sign from the parking lot.
The half-lit sign.
The half-lit sign. And also, you are like the worst fucking driver I've ever seen.
No.
No, don't you dare start. No. This motherfucker. So the instructions tell him to get back on Manslick and then take a right into the parking lot. And
Let's preface this with, it had me turn left when it could have easily had me continue fucking straight and then turn left. I don't know why it had me turn left, then turn right into a Family Dollar shopping center fucking parking lot, go through the parking lot, turn back right onto the road that I was just going straight on, and then it wanted me to turn right into the parking lot. That's stupid.
yeah, but it would have worked. And I even looked at you and said, hey, why don't we park in the parking lot? And no, we ended up parking behind the building.
Because it's closer.
Above it on a hill and going down some sketchy-ass stairs on the side of the building.
There were cars there.
There were cars there, but they looked like they hadn't been moved in 7 years.
Well, that's fine.
We made it. You're right. We made it. We survived. What I'm getting at is Cotton's a cheater, and we didn't use MapQuest to get to this place.
I offered.
Well, but then, so basically, we're both cheaters because we didn't feel like printing out more MapQuest instructions or going to the website and typing in addresses and shit. Mostly because we could see the restaurant. There was no point. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry that we've lied to you about getting lost in the city. But here's the thing. Mission accomplished. We discovered a new restaurant by getting lost because the pizza place was closed.
This is exactly right. And not only that, we used MapQuest properly to get to our original destination.
Completely, flawlessly, too.
Yeah.
Almost. I really thought you were going to mess it up there at the end.
I did too. But I was like, it's a red light. It's been approximately the 1.69 miles or whatever the fuck it said. I'm just going to go for it. And I did. And it was
worked
right.
out.
And I feel like that's how a lot of this is going to go. I can't wait till we actually start going through like downtown. And it's
That
like,
is what is going to be crazy.
turn left on fucking, I don't know, Algonquin. And I always go to Algonquin. I don't know why. It's
you
a
say
bad
that.
place. But anyway, whatever. Turn left onto some crazy ass name drive. And I'm going to go, okay, well, I know it can't be this street because it goes every other street. You can go that way or that way. You can go right on this one because it's all one way. And then it's going to stop being one way at some point for no fucking reason and then return to being one way and then be like, I missed it.
So here's what I'm excited for. Today, we did not go that far from where I live. It's like maybe 10 minutes.
It was 10 minutes. 3 pages of instructions.
3 pages of instructions. One of them is blank, and one of them has 2 instructions on it. Once we start going further, the instructions are going to get longer. Mm-hmm. More places to get lost and fuck up. I'm very excited to actually get lost. The first time we get lost is going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping to have like a real long streak. I hope we make it to episode 10 and we can go, haven't been lost yet.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
It ain't going to happen.
No, it's going to happen for sure.
The thing is we can't intentionally sabotage it.
No, absolutely not. I'm going to try and give you good instructions.
And I'm going to try to listen.
And the funny part about getting lost is it will be our own faults. We are both just inept.
Yeah.
That is going to be the fun part, I think. So we got China Coast.
China Coast.
Which is basically, I mean, from what I could tell, it was just like fast Chinese, like classic Chinese takeout stuff.
Yeah, it was purely just takeout. There was nowhere to like sit.
No, there were like some seats in there for you to wait for your food, but you couldn't like sit in there and eat.
There were 3 seats directly next to the door.
Yep.
That were all crammed next to each other to sit down and wait for
there
your
was
food
also like that
ordered.
weird like stool by the bar area thing.
There were 3 stools, but there was a young Chinese girl sitting in the far left one.
Yep.
I don't know, teenage Chinese boy sitting in the far right one.
Yep.
The middle one was empty.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we first got there, in those 3 seats next to the door, there was just a Chinese man
sitting in the middle chair, which is ass. Because like I could have sat next to him, I didn't care, but he was in the middle seat, so he would have been sandwiched between us if we sat down, which is kind of ridiculous. But also, that's a power move. Because now no one's going to sit next to him.
Exactly. He knows.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck you. Like, I'm sitting here. Which is kind of, like, rude.
I'd just like to say, I've never in my life felt so out of place.
Oh, yeah, I felt awkward. I was so awkward just standing there waiting for this food.
We walked in, and there are 7 Chinese people and us 2 white guys. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but it's like...
I definitely don't belong here.
No, not at all.
Well, then that Hispanic man came through the door.
He was not Hispanic.
No way. No way. That dude was totally...
Cut that.
Am I being racist?
Not intentionally. No, he wouldn't. I thought he was Hispanic for a minute too. But
then explain to me what he was.
I don't know how to explain what he was. He was not Hispanic though.
He was not white?
He was Chinese of some
No,
variation.
he was not.
Either Chinese, Japanese, Taiwan.
Dude, he was dark.
He's from like Thailand or something, dude. I don't know.
I'm losing it right now. That guy was definitely Hispanic.
He's not Hispanic.
No way he was he was not Asian. No
was
way.
Asian.
No way. It's not happening. Not on my podcast.
I promise.
Anyway, we were awkward because we were the only 2 white people in the room. We were the minority for once in our lives in a building.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's talk.
Well,
what were you going to say?
So like when you go to get Chinese food, there's normally like a huge plethora of things to choose from. I've never really been to a Chinese food place that isn't like got a buffet attached to it. This is the first time I've ever been to just like,
Really?
what do you want?
There are some really like decent, really good Chinese takeout places near my house. This is one of them. Spoiler.
We don't know that.
Well, we don't know that. You're right. Maybe you hated it. I don't know. You didn't say a word the entire time you're reading. I'm completely perplexed by your opinion.
I got to keep it ominous.
I don't know if you're keeping it ominous if you're just not saying anything. I don't know.
Well, I'm the one who knows.
But so let's talk like what we ended up getting. because I didn't know what to get because I was expecting to eat pizza today. I had not even considered the thought of what to get when I got Chinese
I didn't
food.
even know what kind of fucking pizza I wanted. I just knew pizza was what I was getting.
Yeah, I think I had decided, but I'm going to save that because we're going to go to Iroquois Pizza.
Oh, we will.
The world be damned. If we have to fucking break in and bake our own pizzas, we will. We're going to eat that fucking pizza.
I'm just saying, if they are closed in 2 weeks when we go to try again, I'm going to freak out.
I'm going to be... Oven part problem part 2. That would be insane. I'd be so fucking mad.
Oh, I'll cry.
No, you won't cry. You might cry, actually. I'll be
probably
upset at least, at the minimum. What did you get? I don't remember.
I got orange chicken.
So why did you get that? Because this is something we should talk about.
So typically when I go to a Chinese place, I get orange chicken with like lo mein or some kind of variation of that. Sometimes I get General Tso's just because they're good. They're hard to fuck up, honestly.
And also, I think it's like a Chinese fast food staple. It's
I
like,
agree.
that's like the thing that...
Panda Express has orange chicken.
There it is. Panda
And General
Express
Tso's.
is like... That's fast Chinese food for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like, fast, but also local and not Panda Express. And also...
Humans made it.
Yeah, humans made it, not whatever they do at Panda Express. I ended up getting the General Tso's, which you mentioned, which on the menu had one little pepper next to it. Holy shit, it was spicy compared to what I expect. I was like, oh, this is like, I like spicy food.
Me too.
But I am also a white man. My spice tolerance isn't crazy, but I eat spicy food often. That like I'm kind of used to it. If I had been just some random white boy walked in there and like ordered that, their mouth would be on fire. I think you said Hannah would be crying right now.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't even try it, but just the reactions you were giving off. I've seen you eat spicy stuff, like, and I've had same spicy thing, and it's not been that bad. And I've seen your reaction. I've seen you eat that, and was like, okay, Hannah would be on the floor.
It was fucking hot. It was good though.
Oh, I never finished explaining the Jimmy John's thing.
Whoa, how far in the back was that?
Not during the podcast. That's how far back that was.
So should we restart the story?
yeah, I'm gonna restart it.
Okay.
So I was gonna tell you that explain Hannah's spice level. So
Oh yeah, okay.
she's gonna love this part. I can't wait till she listens to this.
Been slandering our whole podcast.
So, like I said, she can't handle spice very well. So we went to Jimmy John's, and she said that they've got this amazing spicy sauce that you can get to like dip your sandwich
Oh
in.
no, is it not spicy? Is it just mayo?
And no,
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be something like that. No, it's worse.
Is ketchup spicy to her?
No. So she asks for this kickin' ranch, I think is what it's called, something like that.
Well, that sounds like it'll be spicy.
That's what I said. It sounds like it'd be spicy. She gets it. It's this little cup. She's eating it, and she's like, "It's not really spicy, but it's got some spice to it." And I was like, "Okay, well, can I try some?" She was like, "Absolutely." So I dip my sandwich in there.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That was so gross.
Dip my sandwich in there.
I don't want to hear that through the headphones like that.
I crunch and I take a bite, and I just look at her, and I just stare for like a solid 30 seconds. She's like, "What?" And I said, "Hannah, this is Hanny. This is peppercorn ranch. This is just
It just has pepper in it.
it's just pepper and ranch.
Pepper is spicy technically.
That's what I said. I said I'll give you pepper as a spice." But it's ranch with pepper in it.
Is it similar to like that blackened ranch? That shit that
Not
you
even
get from Popeyes?
No, that
No.
shit is semi-spicy.
Oh, is it? I didn't try it. I don't like ranch very
It's
much.
a little bit spicy.
This
But
was
blackened is different than just like peppercorn. No,
Okay.
bro, this was just fucking pepper. And she was like, "Makes my mouth a little hot." And I'm like, "Oh
That's
my
white
God."
people shit.
Yeah, you know when you go to Taco Bell and you get the quesadillas,
Yeah.
how it's got the creamy habanero sauce or
Oh
whatever on it?
yeah, the not spicy creamy sauce that's in there.
Dude, she is like,
Are you serious?
I swear to God,
That's insane.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I could drink this stuff.
I wouldn't drink that stuff.
I've eaten the hottest hot sauce in the world. You know, on Hot Ones,
Yeah.
the last dab.
Yeah.
I've had the last dab. I've taken a spoonful of that in my mouth and sat on the couch for like 30 minutes and been fine.
You're a maniac. I couldn't do that.
It's excellent. I'll tell you that. It's really hot, I've had what has felt like hotter hot sauces,
Mm-hmm.
which is strange. It's a smooth heat. It's weird, and it's a
Interesting.
mustard. It's a
Mustard.
mustard base. It's so weird. It's got like 3 different types of mustard seed in it. Incredibly good.
Okay.
Like I ate dinner with it that night.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like fucking 3 million Scoville or some shit.
Maybe it just
Putting
got
it on
so.
my pork chops that night.
Maybe it just got so hot that you couldn't feel the heat anymore.
It's possible.
There's a heat limit.
So yeah, you had mentioned I ate the egg roll on the way home.
Oh yeah, we both ate the egg roll in the car. This motherfucker's a maniac.
I used to work at McDonald's and I eat shit out of the fryer like immediately as soon as it came out, and you'd be like, it's hot as shit. I've also just eaten a lot of really extremely spicy shit, so maybe my mouth just doesn't work anymore.
So yeah, we're sitting in the car and he like reaches into a bag and pulls the other girl. I'm like, oh, you're gonna eat that now? He's like, yeah. He fucking takes a bite and I'm like, oh, they must be room temperature or something. Or like, not fucking molten hot. So I fucking grab mine and it's like a fucking hot potato in my hand. I'm like passing it between my hands trying to burn myself. So then I sit it on my lap and it burns me through my pants.
I had to hold it in the wrapper. It was so hot.
Mine never left the wrapper.
The last like 3 bites of mine I held in my hand.
So then we're sitting there and he's fucking eating this. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a bite even though it's hot as fuck. I fucking bite mine, cover myself in egg roll filling. I left so much egg roll filling in your seat of your car.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes. And I don't feel bad about it. Because you motherfucker, you're the reason I ate it. I literally said, I'm going to wait. And you said, no, eat it now.
And then I said you didn't have to.
What I'd already committed.
This doesn't matter.
So also, I have a funny egg roll story, unrelated. I had Chinese takeout sometime last week. And I had leftovers. I didn't eat my egg roll when I first got it.
Horrible.
I should have eaten it fresh. I should have. It was a mistake. So then I threw it in the microwave because I don't want to eat this because I don't want to eat a cold egg roll because that seems kind of gross. Mm-hmm. So then I pull it out. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to fucking eat this because it's warm now. I take a bite of it and I pop it and steam comes out and I burn the top of my lip. I burned myself on an egg roll like a fucking idiot. God. Like an absolute moron. It was so bad. Do you want to... I mean, we could rate the food now. Do we want to rate the food?
Do you feel like rating the food now?
We could wait. We could tease it to the end of the episode.
Well, what comes after the end of the episode?
After the end of the episode?
Well, I mean, what comes after the rating then?
I'm sure we'll find something.
I was going to say we can open our fortune cookies on... Because we didn't open our fortune cookies.
We can open them on pod. Yeah. We can do that. You have your bag?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, let's open them. We both have 3 fortunes.
We'll like roulette it.
Okay, let me grab mine.
But we gotta do that after we rate the food.
You know what I just realized? I asked them for soy sauce. I didn't even use any.
I noticed that.
I'm my bad. All right, we have our fortune cookies. So we're gonna open these after
we rate
the food. Okay. I was worried when we went to this place because I've eaten a lot of fast food Chinese in my life. I've had Panda Express before, of course. We had one in our hometown.
I enjoy Panda.
Panda's fine, but I've had some really bad takeout Chinese, and I was so fucking worried we were gonna get really bad. Like
Chinese food, hard to fuck up, but it's also real bad when you fuck it up.
Yeah, like there was a Chinese restaurant on campus for a while, and my friend Sam went there once, and he came back out and he said, "I've been served gray slop by a demon," and I never went there after that. I was like, I'm never going back in that place. It was on campus somewhere, but it's real bad when you fuck it up. I will say this, way better than I expected. Like, first of all, I like egg rolls. I normally can't finish an egg roll because I'm a fucking weirdo like this. I don't like the middle of an egg roll because there's too much cabbage and shit. I like the ends because it's just fried dough. This egg roll...
always leave the middle?
Well, I don't leave the middle. I eat it, but it's not my favorite part of the egg roll.
I thought you were saying you've never in your life finished an egg roll.
No, I finished it. I finished the egg roll we had earlier today. That's my point. I like this egg roll. This is a good egg roll.
It was a really good egg roll.
Like, it was fresh. Like, we got it, and it was, like, fresh out of the fryer, hot, crispy,
Everything
crunchy.
was fresh. Everything. And it was less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, he said 10 minutes when we ordered our food.
I think we sat down, talked about a champion of League of Legends, and that was it.
Yeah.
Done.
And in between that, someone came in and picked up food and left.
Yeah.
Like, it was fast, and they were like... And also, it was pretty cheap. Like, I don't know. We got quite a bit of food. So what?
Paid $9. Yeah, $9.17 is how much I paid.
Yeah, same. And I got chicken, fried rice with vegetables and stuff in it, and then 3 cookies and an egg roll.
Yep, that's what I got.
And they didn't upcharge me for the soy sauce, so
No.
it's pretty good. Some places charge you for soy sauce and shit, which is kind of stupid. Like, I get it, but also...
Burger King charging for their sauces. Do you really need to? No, you don't. That's why
It's like how Domino's doesn't give you a free garlic thing like Papa John's does.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh my god! Speaking of Papa John's, I had this conversation with Ben the other day. One of my friends. Are we gonna go to Papa John's? Because technically, Papa John's is a local Louisville place.
But it's a chain.
It's a chain, but it was founded in this city. Papa John himself lives here.
I don't care.
You don't care? What do you mean you don't care?
When we run out of places, we'll do Papa John's.
But Papa John himself has a mansion here.
I don't give a shit. If Papa John himself makes the pizza, yes.
Well, that's not
If
happening because he's not part of the company
No.
anymore.
Right, but he knows the original real recipe. If we can get Papa
Well, what
John...
if we get Shaq to do it? Shaq still owns stores.
I don't want the shakaroni.
You don't want the shakaroni?
I want Papa John's pizza. That's what I want.
So if I could get Papa John himself to make it, you'll have it?
100%.
That's a bold ask.
It is a bold ask. We just have to send him the podcast every week.
Till he fucking breaks.
Yeah.
Till he absolutely...
Opens up his gates to us.
Well,
I've driven past his mansion.
I have too.
Yeah.
My friend Bailey used to drive past it every day on his way to work. Well, what I'm saying is, Ben made a good point. Papa John's is a local restaurant. Like, it started here. So I think it would be good if...
That's like saying, are we going to go to KFC?
Well, it wasn't founded in this fucking city, you jabroni.
Where was it
This is
founded?
not lost in Kentucky. It's lost in Louisville, you fucking
Where
turd.
the fuck was KFC?
Not here. Not this fucking city. Different part of the state, probably.
Well, hold up. Where was KFC?
Back to Googling on the podcast. We did this last week, or 2 weeks ago, too. Said last week, because I'm used
Unable
to
to get
podcasts.
results. Where the hell is that?
Where is it? What did it say?
North Corbin?
Oh, Corbin, Kentucky. Yeah. I've heard of that place.
Oh, damn you. I like how North Corbin, Kentucky's all the way at the goddamn south. And
Is it really? Well, it's North Corbin, not North Kentucky.
I know. It's just funny. Anyway.
It is funny.
Okay. Fair.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, fuck you. We
That's
could go to
what-
KFC, though, but I
is
don't want to.
Spinelli's from here?
Well, no. Spinelli's is like a chain, homie. There are multiple Spinelli's in other cities, I'm pretty sure.
Are there?
I think so. If Spinelli's isn't a chain, we have to eat there.
It's a chain. Like, there are multiple.
Yeah,
there
but
are
I think-
plural of them.
I don't know if there are... I think there are Spinelli's in other cities. If there were only Spinelli's in Louisville, I'd do it.
There are Spinelli's in Jeffersonville and Clarksville and New Albany.
Well, that's not too bad, actually.
They're all right here.
They're
is
all
what I'm
around
saying.
here. Now I'm looking up Spinelli's locations. For those who don't know, Spinelli's is a pizza place that I frequent because I like it. But it's like Philly style pizza, so it's got like a chewy crust and like they have a bunch of weird flavors like chicken and waffles pizza or Korean barbecue pizza. I end up there after work a lot because it's one of the only things open after work sometimes, unless I want to go to fucking White Castle or something gross. So me and my friend Ben will go after work and get pizza sometimes from Spinelli's because they're open till 5 a.m. We get off about 4 o'clock. You can get there and pick it up in time. We can look into Spinelli's because I would love to do a Spinelli's episode because they're like a super important part of like the DIY music scene here in Louisville.
Yeah, and 2 of them closed down.
2 of them closed down. We used to fucking mosh in the fucking downtown one in the basement. And they literally had a sign over the pizza oven that said, "Do not mosh into the pizza oven."
Yep.
Remember when Vinny fucking threw that like inflatable like
Pizza?
No. The like the pool party stuff. The inflatable like tubes and shit.
Yeah.
And they were in the crowd
one
surfing.
Of the inflatable tubes was just a big slice of pizza.
Oh, was it? I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
it's my profile picture on my phone for like me.
That's really fucking funny. So anyway, we got fucking distracted.
That's all this is.
That's all this is, just us getting distracted and not getting to the point. The food.
We want to rate it now?
Well,
We want to talk about it a little bit more?
no, we can rate it now. I'm not going to, so for the, we have to explain the scale. That's something we should do. So the scale for this podcast is 1
To 21.
to 21. We're not doing 1 to 10. We're not doing 1 to 5. 1 to 21 because it's a good scale.
Excellent scale.
It
Perfect
adds. It's
scale,
plenty
like
of
that.
range. It's not 100 is too many. 10 is too little. But if a restaurant gets a 2, that is the worst possible score we're allowed to give it.
Yeah. Like, it can get a 1.
1 is real bad.
1's bad.
1 is like, this is gross. I hated it. I'm never like it's
2 is like burned down.
2 is like, this restaurant shouldn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
It should be destroyed. It should be like, basically, it shouldn't exist. It was an act against God. This restaurant should not be allowed to continue.
And 21 is a blessing from God.
21 is, I would eat here every day for the rest of my life. Delicious. Never ever, like, could have imagined I could have tasted something so wonderful. That's the scale.
Mm-hmm.
This is good Chinese food. This is good takeout Chinese food. Better than the other places around here. Mostly because, like, it didn't taste... You know how when you go to get Chinese takeout, you know what to expect? You're like, oh, I'm going to get this. It's going to taste like this. This tastes like a better version of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was better than just every other, like, Chinese takeout place I've ever had. It was not generic. It was unique. It tasted good. Mine, at least, was spicy, which I was surprised by, because most of the time when they, like, warn you about spice, it's not that bad. This was hot, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to give this, like, a 17.
A 17?
It was really good. It's really good. The egg roll was fresh and crispy. Like, I have almost no complaints. Actually, I think I have no complaints. But I'm not going to give it a 21 because that would be insane for the first episode.
I don't think it's 21.
It's not.
It's-
Like, it was good.
It's
but
real good.
It's not insane.
That's my first thing you heard me say about it. It's real good.
He's been holding it in for the podcast.
Yeah.
I was talking about it while I was eating it, and he was like, "Shut your mouth. Save that for the podcast."
Yeah, you guys have to be able to hear. I don't want to infect how you feel about the food.
Okay,
how I feel.
but
about
you were willing. So now we brought up a thing I'm mad about. You tried to convince me to record on Sunday, to eat food today, then record on Sunday. That's insane. You're a crazy person.
The problem was I worked last night. I was supposed to have a class this morning and be there and be up until at least 12. And that's if I didn't eat fucking dinner. So I was going to be up till 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon and then get up at 6 and then be here and do all this shit. And I was like, you want me to record after that? I want to go home and nap. I was like, but we can't get the food on Sunday like we would be able to because bitch is closed.
Actually closed.
They
were supposed to be open today.
Scheduled to be closed.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different. I could write down how I felt about the food. I'm going to remember it. I'm going to remember how the food tasted.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a
it.
fresh in your mind moment though.
It's not going to be sitting in my gut like it is right now.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm gonna be honest, I have to take a shit really bad. I just thought you should know that, like, I'm fighting God right now. I'm holding back the floodgates.
We don't have that much longer. It's okay.
We don't have much longer, and Piper also wants to go outside. So, okay. So, how did you feel about the food? Now I want to hear what you said. What your thoughts are? You said it was real good, but that doesn't really tell me much.
No, I know. I'm getting there. I think it's real good. Like, I've never gotten orange chicken and it had actual pieces of orange.
See, I've had that because there's another Chinese place by here that I really like.
I don't know. I don't know why I haven't, but
I mean, it makes sense. It's
I've
orange
never
chicken.
been able to actually like fully go. That was a bite that fully consisted of a piece of fucking orange. Like, it was good. Sometimes you get orange chicken and it's like real spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get it. It's got no spice at all. This had some like chili pepper in it. It wasn't even on the spice scale there, which was either one chili on the menu or no chilies. On the menu.
There were. Yeah,
there
it
were
wasn't
no
on
chilies
there.
next to orange chicken. It was a little spicy, not anything to my level, but it was a good amount of spice. It was really sweet, really citrusy. It was really, really good. The fried rice was even really good. And I usually don't care for the fried rice that you get from
Yeah,
fucking
you
Chinese
said you
places.
normally get like lo mein or something, right?
I normally get lo mein. I didn't feel like asking or changing anything. It's a new place.
It's true. We literally walked in and the dude went, "Do you know what you want?" And I went, "I have no fucking idea."
Yep.
So we stood around like morons looking at the menu trying to figure out what the fuck to get.
Spent just about as much time looking at the food as we did waiting for the food.
It's true.
So I was like, fuck it. whatever. I'll just eat the chicken. I'll eat a few bites of the rice. Whatever. No, it's good rice too. Like normally, I feel like it's like hard and
Yeah,
crispy.
the rice texture is bad. Especially like Panda Express's fried rice is so fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
I think that shit's
their
inedible.
Lo mein's not even very good,
Yeah.
but it's stomachable. But and I have no complaints about the food. Like
Yeah, I'm not to say I'm disappointed that I can't complain. But
yeah.
complaining is content.
Complaining content. I feel like there's more to say about whenever you want to complain about something because it just makes you upset.
Yeah.
This is like made me content.
Yeah,
I
it was
feel,
good.
I feel good about it. Now before I rate it,
Yeah.
I want to know: are we going to combine our scores? Is there going to be a combined score?
Well, would the combined score be out of like?
It'd still be out of 21. We just take and add our scores together and divide it by 2.
Well, then you're just finding the average.
Yeah, that's the combined score.
We could find the average score. That's fine. I'll
Okay.
have my. Okay, well, what are you gonna give it?
Okay,
I'll have my calculator ready.
it's a hard choice for me. You went kind of high.
I did because it was better than I expected. Because I expected nothing. I was worried.
I agree. It's much better than I would have expected it to be. I'm gonna put it at a solid 15.
Okay, I thought you were gonna give it below a 10 for a second, and I was gonna lose it. After all the praise you just gave that, there's no reason for you to give it anything super
No,
low.
it was always gonna be in the teens, but I was like hovering between 13 to 15.
Okay, so average score of 16.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
didn't
like
make
that's on the high end of the scale.
Yeah. That's a good place to start.
If you listen to our episode 0, I think we talked about we had Wendy's and it was a really bad time because we didn't want to waste like an actual restaurant on this. But we fucking I ended up giving it like
I gave it a 3.
yeah, it was real bad. It was real low because they fucked up a lot of shit. But no, this was good. It was better than expected, but not what we went out looking for.
No, not at all. So there was disappointment there, but I'm not gonna let that affect the scale.
Yeah,
For
this is a food podcast.
Chinese Coast. Like Chinese Coast, you did a good job. You're doing good. You're doing good work there.
It's good food.
Keep it up. I don't know what you could do to make it better. Like, quite honestly, I think they're doing a good job.
Yeah, the egg roll was really good.
I think it was a little bit too peppery, to be entirely honest.
I didn't taste
That's
any
the
pepper.
only complaint that I have.
I didn't taste even a dribble of pepper in mine.
Mine felt a little bit peppery.
Maybe
But
they
other
took
than
all the
that,
pepper that
it's
was
really
supposed to be in mine and shoved it in yours on accident.
possible. But yeah, that's really my only complaint.
Okay.
And I don't even want to call it a complaint. I just want to call it a minor bitch.
You want to open your fortune cookie?
I do. Which one do you want me to open first? Middle, left, or right?
Well, no, we open one of them and that's our fortune. We don't get all 3 fortunes.
We get all 3.
What?
Yeah.
No, you get 1 fortune when you open
Why
the
did
cookie.
they give us 6 fortune cookies?
Maybe they thought we were a family of 6.
Who ordered a singular serving of food?
Yeah, sure. Pick one and open it. That's your fortune. You don't get more than 1.
I want the middle one.
Okay, I'm gonna open this one. Oh, this is good ASMR for the podcast. Just us
Absolutely.
crinkling this fucking wrapper.
You know, it's a challenge if you can pull the fortune out without breaking the cookie.
Okay, I'll try it. Mine's easy though, so. Hey, look. Did it.
I ripped the fortune.
Fucking idiot. Wait on cotton to get hit. It's really fucking wedged in
It was
there.
really wedged in there. No wonder I couldn't get it. All right, mine says, good news of a long-awaited event will arrive soon. Oh, yeah? I'm having a child. Thank you.
Well, okay, the fortune's a little late.
A little late.
Mine is your persistence and diligence are appreciated by all. I don't give a fuck. That's a dumb fortune.
Okay, these weren't... Mine was a fortune. You get to open another one because that wasn't a fortune.
Is the fortune cookie good?
I don't know, hold on. Let me turn this away from me. It's a good fortune cookie. It's probably a better fortune cookie than most I've had. Makes me want to put it in ice cream.
Not a bad fortune cookie. It just tastes like every other fortune cookie I've ever had.
Nah, man, I've had some pretty bad raunchy.
Oh,
fortune
like the ones that are like soft and not crunchy anymore?
cookies. Yeah,
Those are bad.
those are bad. That was real crunchy. But I like it.
Good fortune cookie. Not bad. They gave us a lot, which I'm not complaining about because I kind of like fortune cookies. I know some people hate them. Some people really don't like fortune cookies.
Which is stupid. It's
I mean, they're just like sugar cookies, basically.
literally just a hard sugar cookie.
They're good, yeah. I like them. They're fried, I think. I would assume. I have no idea, actually. I don't know how you make fortune cookies. You think there's an episode of like how it's made on fortune cookies? Probably, right?
I feel like the process is too short for it to be how it's made.
Really?
I'm sure you could find like a 2-minute tutorial on fucking YouTube.
I guess, yeah. I didn't think about it. No, whatever.
Way she goes. Well,
I think that's it. We're about an hour.
yeah. Well, we'll give you. This is just so that way you can know, you can do the math for yourself. How much we had to edit out because of Piper, or because we had to cough or blow our nose, or fucking something happened. We'll always give you the timestamp of what it looks like whenever we're at this portion, and then you can look at where you're at in the audio file and be like, oh, there's a little bit cut out here.
They're gonna miss.
Plus,
Yeah.
yeah, you never know. Maybe we went on a 15-minute tangent about something that made absolutely no sense, and it just got completely and entirely X'd out.
I think there's something you should X out, but I don't know if I want you to because it was really funny.
It was kind of funny.
It was funny, but then
We'll
I
think
felt
about
bad.
We'll think about it.
You'll think about it. You have to edit this. I don't edit these.
Well, I mean, you're in consideration whenever I edit them.
I guess.
It's your image we're talking about here.
My God.
Do we need to talk about a certain population of people real fast?
What do you? Well, hold on.
A
What do you?
country?
No. We're not
Okay,
doing that right now.
We won't talk about that today.
We're not talking about that ever. That's never coming up. That's never seeing the fucking. That's never seeing the sunlight.
You know who? Write it down in the comments what we're talking about. You know who you are, and you know what we're talking about.
No, they don't. No one knows what you're talking about.
You know who does, and you know who knows where I'm talking about,
Well, you know who is upstairs right now.
and you know who probably won't listen to this.
No, you know who will definitely listen. Well, he might. He probably won't actually.
You might not get this far.
Can I? I'm gonna plug my other podcast. I'm not gonna plug it. I'm just gonna talk about it. You know who? I sent you know who a link to my other podcast that I'm doing with my friend Ben, and he still hasn't listened to it. And I'm kind of upset. We'll have you know who on the podcast eventually. Should we call him that? He should just be called He Who Shall Not Be Named.
I think he would either
Just call
enjoy
him-
that or think it's stupid.
No, he would think it. We talked about him coming on and being. So you know how in the first so for those of you who don't know, in episode 0 we talk about someone getting canceled, and he thought it was really funny, and he was like, "Oh, I can come on and you can call me Canceller Palpatine."
God.
He thinks it'd be so funny if he was some joke funny character on the podcast and not just a normal human being like the rest of us.
I want him to act like a normal human being.
Oh, and not like the feral animal that he is.
Fair.
We do have to have some other people on the podcast though. I need my new mixer first, but we do that.
But yeah.
I mean, right now I'm still running this twofer, and it's doing its job, but it is not as effective as I'd like it to be.
It works though.
It does work. It's just kind of, I want to be able to have more mics. Basically, is what I'm getting at, and
Yeah.
also the sound quality will be better. All right, well, I think that's it. I think that's the episode. I think we
Yes.
wrapped it up.
We made it to exactly an hour. So
Did we really? I'm
check-
not looking. You can see the timestamp on the thing. I can't see it.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hour,
I'm waiting.
1 minute exactly.
Oh, nice.
So check your timestamp. See where you're at.
Won't be an hour and 1 minute. I'll tell you that
Absolutely
much.
not.
No way.
Not all.
I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks when we go and try and get lost again. Hopefully the place actually is open this time.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll actually be able to eat Iroquois Pizza. I'm going to mention to them how disappointed I am that they were supposed to be the first episode of our podcast, and that we're impatient and
Oh
hungry
my
boys,
God.
and we ended up giving it to the Chinese. They could have won it for America today. Well, I guess the Italians, but they fucked themselves. Late to the party.
All right, everyone. Goodbye.
Good night.